football at its absolute best.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne.
I think I got my swagger back. Oh.
I love it, baby.
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! By Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello, win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win. He got it. If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit did to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Thursday, December 18th. Good to be back with you guys. Good to get a win in Thompson Bowling Arena, Landon.
Big stuff. Woo woo.
You called it Food City Center last night, or 2 nights ago.
Did I?
Yeah, in a tweet. I can't let that slide.
It was in mine? It was my personal tweet?
I'm almost certain it was a personal tweet. Okay, so this kind of does. I was going to ask if it might have been a sarcastic Food City Center, but now I don't know if it. Now I don't think you can claim that because you don't remember it.
What was the tweet?
I'm going to have to scroll back through here.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I've looked at the Food City Center. Yeah.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's on me, man. That's later on.
Thank you for owning up to that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, later on I did say TBA.
Okay.
But that was on More Important Issues Twitter. So
ooh, tough scene.
I also gave it 2 names.
You got your marching orders from Danny White and you followed. I respect that.
Yeah.
You're trying to fall in the good graces.
I'm a sellout, man. Money talks. Food City Center. Food City is also sponsoring me, so
No, they're not. They would never.
No.
They would. They did a background check on you, cross-referenced you. You'd be. There's no way. They would charge you for that honor.
You're right. I don't blame them, but if they want to look past all of that and sponsor me, they're more than welcome to.
I'll never call it Food City Center, but they can pay me. That's fine.
Sure.
That'd be okay. It was quite the routing of Louisville, or as the people in Illinois, Louisville. There is a Louisville, Tennessee, which is very confusing. But anyways, good win. No matter what Vanderbilt fans tell you. Good win.
Had to have it.
Good bounce back. And I was talking to someone about it the other day. They're like, how about that win? I was like, real nice, because I honestly didn't know if we were ever going to play basketball again. So it would have been demoralizing to forget about basketball season, come back and get beat at home. So big pick me up from my perspective. Obviously just a good win in general, but also to do it, in the fashion that they did it in. That was nice.
Yeah, I think it was a must need. And I think with the 10 days off, that was just like another off season. So our season officially started over. So we are 1-0.
You did put a must win on this game. I
did. Yeah. And we won. So,
I mean, they did win. So we don't have to wonder now. I think we just got every game's a must win.
I think we do that for any sport. Every game is a must win.
Yeah. Which to a degree, I would just like. It's kind of like, hey, the key to this game is to score the most points. Like, similar in that vein.
Yeah, I mean, if you lose, like, you're a loser.
If you lose, like, that's it. You lost.
Yeah. And like you can't lose a game. You can't. You never know. You put it up to a committee. If you lose a game, it's up to the committee.
Yeah,
in some capacity.
Yeah, there's a committee for everything.
Mm-hmm.
We should form a committee to decide games.
We should form a committee to decide the committees.
Ooh, that would be a good committee. Like any committee.
Yeah,
It's got to go to us.
exactly.
Who do we get to head that committee? What committee selects us to be the committee?
Ross
Let's
Kidd.
let's he can be the head of our committee.
Okay.
I think we first have to form a committee to form that committee.
Okay.
Like that committee has to be voted on by our committee. And
I
we'll
love
make
that
our
we
decision.
have like a pyramid scheme going about committees.
Yes, we do.
I think we need to turn more. I think we need to bring pyramid schemes back. I think we've talked about that on the show.
They're alive and well.
Are they?
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, like they've taken many forms. But like if you hear of any women hosting like a jewelry party or a Tupperware party,
Okay.
that's a pyramid scheme.
What about lingerie? Is that
If they're
what
still
that is
doing
too?
that, pyramid scheme.
Okay.
I'm sure those are still in existence.
Okay.
There's something in I
A
believe
baby
Eastern-
shower is kind of a pyramid scheme.
Any party is a pyramid scheme.
Okay.
Really, Christmas is a massive pyramid scheme.
Tailgates,
I'm
are they
getting-
kind of a pyramid scheme?
To a degree? Well, no, that's socialism.
Okay.
Like we all bring food that we enjoy
Mm.
and drinks that we enjoy. Yeah, that's socialism.
So more people will come the next week.
But they need to get in on it. So it's
Yeah.
it's socialism. But
Okay.
Christmas is kind of absurd. You're getting gifts for people with the expectation of others getting you gifts. When if we all just said, hey, what if we spent this money and we said, I'll get what I want.
Yeah. I
Because we're going
love
to spend
that
roughly the same amount of money.
we do Secret Santa and it's literally like you have $100 limit. And
Do you follow the Secret Santa limit?
No, I always spend more.
Yeah. And I either go over or under. Like I'm getting what I'm getting.
Yeah. I usually go over, but
Yeah, it's because they're outdated.
But
in
yeah,
this
I-
market, in this economy, $100. What do I get them?
You
A
know,
candle, like Yankee
yeah,
candle?
I mean, you get basically here's you $25 gift card that is going to be like one meal somewhere,
Yeah.
maybe. That doesn't include tip. You got to tip yourself. I'm out on that.
We should change Christmas.
Okay.
No more gifts. We should get rid of gifts. And I like giving gifts. Like it's cool.
Mhm.
But stepping back 100 feet view.
Well, there's a lot of pressure when it comes to
Sure.
gift giving. Yeah. I think there's a lot of pressure with decorations too. I mean, I'm
Really?
one of those people like I don't love I love when people decorate their house and like the lights and everything. I'm all for that. I think you need people like that. I'm just not that person.
I'm not either, but I love my Christmas tree. I love
Okay.
doing a live tree. Big fan.
Yeah.
Got all my Santas of all races represented.
Cat Williams.
I couldn't find a Cat Williams this year. I
Dang.
looked. I've got some white nutcrackers, but I couldn't find a
Okay.
Cat Williams. Yeah, 1 year. I'll get one. Yeah, and I don't know if you guys do this. We've had the conversation. I think this is the third year we've had the conversation of let's not get gifts. We'll spend that money on a trip or something that we both want, and we're gonna get each other gifts. It's so
Yeah.
stupid,
Yeah.
and
It's
I'm
like-
guilty. I'm guilty of it too.
Me and my wife,
Not-
like, we don't really get gifts. This year I got her just a little something. Just
But that
to
was still
me.
probably like what $100 to $200. Like it's
No, no,
little, but it's
it was like a $50 gift. But still, like I got her something that she like needed and wanted, but like she would probably just never buy herself. And she's gonna be upset on Christmas when I give it to her. And she's like, I didn't get you anything. Like, yeah, I just want to have that like I owe you kind of thing on her.
dude. With my luck, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. But there are often times I'm requested for foot rubs, and I'm over it. I don't do it.
Wait, you request foot rubs?
No, I'm requested.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, you just can't go going around asking people to rub your foot, Caleb.
I'm not. I'm
Right.
talking about my significant others, Landon.
Oh, okay.
So I got her a like foot massager that I know she's not gonna like because it's the reason. It's avoidance. I'm not doing that.
Do you have that? Do you have soft hands?
I don't know. No, I
Sure
don't.
Because I'm
does.
not requested for foot rubs, so that's why I'm asking.
I don't think that's a requirement for foot rubs.
I think it's part of it, though. You got to check
I-
certain boxes, right?
if I have soft hands, that is quite the evolutionary.
Like if I want
trait.
somebody to rub my feet, it's going to be Dylan.
I've never a day in my life put lotion on my hands.
Yeah.
So it would be
I'm a
crazy if
fan.
I had soft hands.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's not possible. Maybe I do. So I've
Hmm.
heard I have lovely hands. It was a really creepy dude that told me that, but I've been told that.
Okay. I believe you.
It was in Vegas. He's probably trying to get me to give him money.
Oh yeah, that's everybody in Vegas. Speaking of Vegas, the line was not right for this.
What was
Tennessee
it?
Louisville game? It opened at 1.5, I think, in favor of Tennessee, and then it ended up being 4.5 after their
Okay.
best player. So their best player was worth 3 points, I guess. And Louisville fans are like, well, if we had our best player, we would have won. They lost by 21 points.
Which listen, it's a good cope. I'm okay with it. It's a good cope.
Yeah.
Joey, were you on live PD just now?
Still processing. Yeah, probably. Is it run on? I thought it was just Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But
You would see the cameras. I don't know. How it
Yeah,
works.
no.
But you would know if you were on live PD. I think you have to sign something.
I don't trust that. I feel like they would just throw me on TV.
It was like, how's my hair?
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta get these crackheads under control, man. I don't know what I missed for the first 10 minutes of the show, but yeah.
Right. If you have a political platform, we're not doing it here. You don't get to run for office on our show. That's how you just lay out.
Well, I
talking
feel like we just
points.
gotta get. I feel like we just gotta get. I feel like it's a common courtesy issue, right? I didn't say. If you want me to start addressing how, then we can have a show on that. But I'm just stating the
I don't
baseline.
like this. I'm not supporting Joey in his run for whatever political office he's choosing as of right now. He's got to earn my vote. It's not given.
Breaking news: Caleb wants run over streets of everybody.
I love that you said get crackheads under control. I don't know if that's physically possible.
Caleb thinks it's not possible. Clearly, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, as a broad spectrum, let's.
I do agree with Landon that is somewhat of an oxymoron.
Yeah,
Like once you've crossed the line where you could be known or called a crackhead, the control aspect is out the window. We got to cut this problem off at the head,
Yes,
which is crack.
it's like asking a group of clowns
or
to
heads.
get serious.
Just the heads.
Just the crack or the heads, but just let's keep it.
Yeah,
we
Yeah,
need
once those two things get combined, it's
Yeah,
over. Kind of like how we've lost control of this show like 10 minutes in.
true.
Has there been any substantive conversations, or was it just straight?
We've been
'Cause I came in,
trying
we were talking
to,
about
and we
rubbing
go
feet.
off.
We are 10 minutes in. We're bringing, Louisville didn't have their best player. That was of note.
Yeah, we
We're
talked
bringing
about
back
it.
pyramid schemes, but we're getting rid of Christmas, and tailgates are a form of socialism. Not getting rid of Christmas. Sorry. We're no longer giving gifts at Christmas. We're bringing back the reason for the season, if you will.
I did hear. I caught the latter half
Just
of that,
caroling.
which never works. Also, Landon, the just you getting the gift situation. I think Raven's doing quite a bit for you. So,
Oh yeah,
I get to laugh at her.
she probably got me a gift. I think I'm one up in her. She's gonna one up me on Christmas. I'm gonna be like bamboozled.
Please post how disappointed you are in your wife on Christmas Day that she didn't get you a gift.
I don't want a gift.
Well, you're getting one. She's burying your child. She's gone through 9 months of literal hell.
A little more than
For
$50
you.
worth.
She did say today
Because
she's
of
like, I hope
you.
he's not born on Christmas. I was like, why? She's like, you don't want your birthday on Christmas? That would be terrible.
I think that is a known thing from people who are born around Christmas.
Yeah.
I think she is right. You may agree. You didn't sound like you agreed.
But I mean, it's going to be around Christmas anyway. Like, yeah, I mean, he's not going to really have a choice.
I feel like after Christmas is better than before. People with January or December birthdays, let me know. But like after December 26th, like Christmas is over. Or after the 25th, I guess.
People are buying gifts maybe end of November, early December. So if you catch anywhere in that mid to late November, early December window, you're not in the budget. Yeah. But after Christmas, maybe you've gotten a paycheck and you can recoup some of the budgetary focus back on the child or adult, whoever's. I mean, kids grow up.
So Louisville,
yeah, basketball.
Merry Christmas, by the way. I'm not a Scrooge. I love Christmas. Merry Christmas to all. It's all a good night. Louisville.
Beautiful Tennessee basketball. Just beautiful.
Physicality. It's Rick Barnes basketball. That was another good cope. A lot of Louisville fans not happy about the physicality. They were talking about how this is why Tennessee isn't successful in March because of the physicality.
Yeah, and they're mad about the fouls. We had a guy foul out in 7 minutes, okay? I don't want to hear anything about fouls weren't being called.
Well, the fans were clamoring for Urosh, and they got him.
And we got TV Teddy. You didn't think whistles were going to happen? I don't know the record that Tennessee has with Teddy Valentine, but it can't be good. So
it's probably pretty good as of late.
Okay.
Like the last 6 years or so. It's got it. I mean, just based on Tennessee's overall record the last 6 years.
Sure. Yeah, I'd like to see that because that could be worth a few points too if we're talking about Vegas again.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought the defense was really good. That looked
headline like Teddy Valentine shaving points. Quote Landon Raby.
Yes. Just like his head. Shaving. Nasty defense. Tennessee forced 16 turnovers, 5 blocks.
10 in the first half, right? Is that what it was?
I think so. Yep. 8 steals.
At one point, I think we had 10 turnovers and they had 1 or 2 assists.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the reverse of football. If like your defense is okay, the offense is going to be fine. Just like with Tennessee basketball, if the offense can just be okay, the defense is going to win you games. And that's what we saw the other night. It wasn't perfect offensively, but man, that's so fun to watch when the offense is cruising along too.
Well, and their defense allowed their offense to do what this offense is going to be successful at, and that's get out and run in space.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ton of athletes.
Which Louisville wants to do. And I saw a video today on this, and it was like Rick Barnes put on a master class of coaching. And it was literally like every time Tennessee made a bucket, they would push the ball further out of bounds or grab it and just set it on the court to give them time to get back to their defense. Because there was times where they didn't do that, and Louisville was able to get out and run like they wanted to. And he was like, it was a huge impact on the game because every time that they would try to get like a layup or something, Carey would knock the ball like way out of bounds. And is it Patrick Kelsey?
I think it's just
Pat
what?
Kelsey. Is
it Kelsey? I thought it was Pat. I thought it was Casey.
Is it Casey?
Maybe not.
The coach?
Yeah.
I could have thought it was Kelsey because I thought about
maybe it is.
You thought about what? Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey put together?
No, that's a great idea, though. I will preface
it is Kelsey.
While Caleb was looking that up, I hate to admit I didn't watch a lick of the game. Tuesday got crazy. I think I worked till like 7 o'clock and then had to do a bunch of stuff.
Dude.
So let's treat this as a I have seen the box score, so a little bit of a
I think you
we saw Build Your Empire all over the
wouldn't know.
Video board right there.
Wouldn't know.
Yeah, you do know though.
You were too busy building your empire, Joey.
But yeah, as an only box score viewer, now granted I've seen some clips and I've obviously been on Twitter and seen the reaction, but I guess just like it sounded like it was a hell of a game kind of end to end. Didn't seem like we lagged at all. It didn't seem like just seemed like foot on the gas pedal for 40 minutes. So is that what held up? Like I need some fill in the gaps for me.
Yeah, there wasn't much of it. Like it did feel like a tip to end kind of until the clock hit 0 that Tennessee was in control of this basketball game. Are you
Tip to end is crazy. That's also an oxymoron.
Anyway,
End to end,
in the end,
beginning to end.
I meant tip off, whatever. But yeah, Tennessee was just in control of the basketball game. Like we don't really see a ton of Tennessee sporting events where they're able to play a complete game, but this felt like a complete game.
Feels like a slide at the football team, but sure. I was gonna say what Monty just said. 3-minute drought before halftime. They got it to 7. They went on a little run, and that was the most that it felt like Louisville had a hold on it. And when they finished that run, they were still down 7 at half. So yeah, very much an end-to-end basketball game where they took care of business. Like if it was a.
And Nate was in foul trouble for that too. Like he wasn't on the court, so that probably
I mean, there was a 5-minute run that Tennessee still scored 7 points in. Yeah, I mean, 5 minutes that Tennessee didn't play good basketball the last 5 of the first half, and they still outscored them 7-6. That was probably Tennessee's worst run of the game, and that includes that 3-minute drought.
And they've played some bad basketball in the second half of some games of late. So I thought that was big to come out of halftime and just keep the foot on the gas. And they scored almost 50 points in that second half.
Yeah, it's been fun to dance on Louisville and Houston's grave this year. And that was a good must-win game, Landon. Great call. Going to go ahead and put the running Bulldogs of Gardner-Webb on alert. That is a must-win game.
They're a red team too, so I think we're good.
We play the next 3 games are red, and then you play Texas, who's almost red.
Okay.
And then Florida, who's orange,
orange teams, so
is almost another shade of red.
Okay, so
everybody's A&M, who's pretty much red, and then Kentucky, who's covered in their own blood right now, just getting bludgeoned to death. That's another red team. Then Alabama, Georgia, then Auburn breaks that up. But it's a lot of red.
Bruce Pearl's usually red on.
It's a great point. We were still going. Ole Miss, back to Kentucky, Mississippi State. Then you have LSU. Probably red from the injury sustained in a Lane Kiffin car accident leaving a bar with youth co-eds. And then Oklahoma.
So many red teams. Hopefully we get red teams in March.
Yeah, I think I like those matchups.
Okay. That's all you need to know. That was our recap of the game. Just a red team. But I did think.
And to look forward, too. Don't forget that.
I did think, like, the offense just looked like it. I know Nate Ament was in foul trouble, but that second half, he just looked more comfortable, and it looked like the offense kind of came to him rather than him trying to force it. Obviously, he saw some threes go down, so that was probably good to see. He just looked more confident. I feel like he needed that after the last couple of games he's had.
Yeah, I mean, I think it helps him when Tennessee looks and/or is the most physical team. He's gonna hopefully not continue to struggle. Hopefully it's getting more comfortable for him. Like you noted, it looked last night. But he's going to struggle against physical teams because he hadn't looked comfortable when the other teams have been very physical. So I hope that's a builder.
What was up with them putting Isaac McNeely on him? That was dumb.
Pat Casey special.
Kelsey. I mean,
whoops.
He's listed at 6'4". I think that is. That seems like
getting the Diego Pavia treatment.
Yeah.
No longer the Drew Brees treatment.
Yeah, about 5'11". That's what he looked like against Nate Ament. I mean, Nate Ament was able to go over the top of him every single time. So they weren't switching. They felt like comfortable with that. I thought it was a mismatch the entire game. I mean, Isaac McNeely wanted I understand why he didn't want to go to Tennessee because he looked lost in Thompson Bowling Arena.
Don't do that now. Don't pander to me.
Okay.
You missed that, Joey. Landon tweeted the other night and called it the Food City Center.
I owned it.
It's messed up, dude.
He did own it. He handed it up.
I was in the moment, just I don't know.
Yeah,
He saw Wes Rucker called that, and he had to get in on that action.
Okay.
I mean, how many years? And just what, 2 years, and you're flipping already?
Yeah.
Danny White called him out, and he's getting in line.
It's flipping season. Okay?
Danny White bought him out.
Just entered the transfer portal like everybody else. Gillespie is really good. 23 points.
Gillespie's just fun to watch, man. We are so blessed to go from a guard like Zakai Ziegler, who was really good, and then get Jacoby Gillespie. And we're like, how is anyone going to replace his just tenacity on both sides of the court? And then he has just a little bit more basketball speed. Like, feels like he really wants to go places with the ball, where sometimes I feel like Zakai struggled with that.
Mm-hmm. Also, I think it was hard for Zakai to not have much of an inside presence offensively.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Jacoby's benefiting from a lot of things Zakai didn't have.
Yeah.
Like
Jalen having Jalen Carey is a weapon for a point guard. And also Jalen Carey, I mean, he gets obviously he's a rebound machine, also scores and gets to the free throw line. But man can throw some lobs too for a big fella.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm usually on here talking about Tennessee basketball and like, why do we throw so many lobs? We can't do it. The other night, it connected. I don't know if we worked on it those 10 days we were off. Again, new season, we're 1-0. But it seemed to be working. I don't know if there was just, I don't know if it was communication or chemistry. I don't know. But Tennessee had it last night, which is fun.
They just watched Will Ferrell throwing hoops to Coffee Black, and I got him excited.
Yeah.
Dwayne Brown in his first start, I mean, wasn't super impactful. Rick Barnes said he earned the right to go, and but 5 rebounds, a block in just 16 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't think he looked out of place. I was kind of shocked that he really didn't have an impact in like scoring, because he has. But again, you kind of didn't need to with Jalen Carey, and I thought Akpar played a really good game defensively. And him getting 8 points, I think that's fine. I think as an inside guy, as he's mostly going to benefit Tennessee as a defensive guy. But I think that's huge if you can get him up to 8 points each game.
Yeah, I agree. But Mario Evans' box score is hilarious.
Oh, it's insane.
7 minutes, 7 points, 5 fouls.
I don't know who he he kind of reminds me of, it's like a Meshack and a Waka put together.
Yeah, I like that. I like the combo. Maybe like sprinkle in just like a little bit of the freakishness of Pons.
Okay, yeah, he has some touch that Pons had around the rim when he was able to just jump out of the gym over people to shoot it. So, yeah, I like the 3-in-1, the Trinity, if you will, of Tennessee basketball.
It's that 7-7 combo. Oh, yeah, left off the one I mentioned earlier. A little bit of Urosh mixed in too, apparently. Just I will murder you on the court.
Yeah, I thought he was just super efficient. Obviously, the fouls, I don't love that, but a good thing is you don't need him to play 25 minutes a game. So that's
real quick.
Fouls out, it's okay.
Real quick verbal meme. It's Amari Evans looking up into the sky at Grandma's house at the end of Happy Gilmore, and it's Jamal Meshack, Tobe Awaka, Urosh Plavsic, and Yves Pons.
Sick verbal meme. We've lost the art.
Yeah, that's a crazy Mount Rushmore of Tennessee players.
Not a Mount Rushmore. No. It's just it's.
I like to see how we'd get a Mount Rushmore and have those 4 guys be in it.
I think it's just fouls. I think that's all it is.
I was gonna say, like, is that like 4? Like, who would be?
That's Jay Billis's rugby
Some
team.
of your football player, like a football player playing basketball. Like, who would that be? Those 4, maybe.
I think you gotta go rugby in honor of Jay Billis, and you.
Okay.
That's Tennessee's. Well, no offense to the national champions. Shout out. That's Tennessee's best rugby players, at least on the basketball court.
Where the hell did he put Urroche?
Huh?
Was he not on that list?
Yeah.
Where are we sticking him on the gridiron? Just gonna line him up at a wide receiver?
No, he's a tackle, probably.
Going through his legs.
I would love. I think he's the mentality of a guard, but your body type. I think he's got to play tackle. I'm with you.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he could have like a 3 technique or something. Maybe
Tight end.
Yeah, I don't really trust him with the football though.
I just wish we had him last year. That team would have been so good. I mean, I guess if he's good at getting water, then probably.
Yeah. Also, I don't know what JP Estrella's like. Is this always going to be his pitch count? Like, when do we get to see him a little bit more? Because every time he's in the game, he's scoring.
Yeah, he shouldn't play until Arkansas at this point. Yes. You're the one who said bubble wrap him, Landon. Don't. I know this is a must win for you, but in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't.
I mean, I said bubble wrap him, and I thought like he would be okay by now. Like, we keep playing him, and like what's his pitch count?
Have you met him? Every time he's down.
Yeah.
He's that guy. We all have played sports with this guy. He's always in a boot or something.
Yeah, it's like, dude, if you could just be healthy.
He definitely owns a boot. Like,
I was hoping
he's never borrowing one. It's his.
I was hoping he was just going to be a Deshaun Bishop, where like, hey man, like you need another guy in the portal because you just can't count on this guy being healthy. And then he goes off and he's all SEC. I wanted that for JP this year. Maybe it's next year, but I was hoping it'd be this year.
I'm with you, but we know those guys. They're never healthy.
Can you just play in the boot?
I mean, he just scores. I don't
just cherry pick him right outside the paint.
Or maybe we like have him sub in for like every offensive series. You know, they do that at the end of basketball games. They put their defensive guys in, and then they'll put their guys who can hit free throws in. I think we should maybe do that.
Put them on the third line. I love that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I just feel like never a doubt in this one. And it's kind of your last big game until SEC play. Who do we have? We have Gardner-Webb on Sunday.
Just weird. South Carolina upstate after that.
We don't play for 10 days, and then we play on a Sunday. Whatever.
If Rick Barnes is okay with it, you have to be okay with it. Them's the rules. Or South Carolina State. Sorry, not upstate.
Yeah, South Carolina State. When is that? Oh, we have to go 9 days.
12:30.
10 days, play on a Sunday, 9 days, South
Tuesday.
Carolina State.
At least the one on Tuesday is an 8 p.m. game. Last year, that game that was on that New Year's Eve or whatever date was on like 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm. What really stinks about Tennessee is sitting, we're 8-3 right now. If Tennessee could have just ended up winning that Syracuse game.
Another year, we go 8-4.
We have Gardner-Webb on Sunday. I think we're okay with that one. I think they're 1-11 or 1-12 on the season. So,
that's kind of crazy. I wonder what they ended up at last year, because I remember thinking like this team seems to be pretty good when we played them.
Well, maybe they lost everybody because they are terrible. Yeah, if you could have just won that Syracuse game some way, somehow, that would have. I feel like you're sitting okay with the loss to Kansas and Illinois. It is what it is. That Syracuse game just hurts after they lost to Hofstra this week. But you know what? Vanderbilt is undefeated. Their best win is against St. Mary's, who lost to Boise State this week. So, I mean, they did beat Memphis in overtime. Congratulations. Is Penny Hardaway still the coach there? He get fired. That's how irrelevant.
I really don't know.
We don't even know who the coach is anymore.
Yeah, I really
So
don't
that's
know.
not a good win.
I think he is still there. I think there were talks of him getting fired, but I feel like they ended up keeping him.
Okay, it is Penny Hardaway. Gosh. Was
First
Memphis
picture pulled
considered
up
a
when you
blue
looked up.
blood?
I don't think so.
Okay. I saw a lot of tweets about Vanderbilt fans tweeting about how we beat a blue blood. And I was like, hey, Memphis.
Just because they're blue, then
Yeah, they bleed blue.
how that works.
Were they talking about no, Kentucky beat Indiana? I was gonna say traditionally, according to Wikipedia, Duke, Kansas, Kentucky, North Carolina, UCLA, and Indiana. Duke, Kansas, yeah. And then Michigan State, UConn, apparently. I don't even see Memphis anywhere on here. I was gonna be shocked if that was the case, if that was true.
Maybe they beat a team who beat a blue blood and they're claiming that, like a UCF kind of thing.
I feel like blue bloods have flipped enough. Like you just say it, and maybe it's true.
Okay. Is Louisville a blue blood? I feel like Louisville is more of a blue blood than Memphis is, right?
Yeah.
If Rick Pitino hadn't done what he did, don't Google it, kids.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
It was in like a published book. So
all right, I can publish any book. All right. I'm just saying.
I don't think it was self-published, to be
See
fair.
the film.
I'm not saying it's 100% accurate. I'm just saying maybe. More than likely.
Fair enough.
It wasn't caught on live PD, but
you never know.
Yeah, they probably would be considered a blue blood at that point.
Let's get 50 Cent to do a documentary on it.
There's a reason he wears a white suit. I'll tell you that.
Is the Diddy doc good?
Oh, dude, it's on
I need to watch it. I'm so.
Is there a guy on there that says he's gonna do some unspeakable things for cases of water? Because if not, I'm sorry. Documentaries have been dead since the Firefest documentary for me.
I would say I don't know about that, but I would say stuff kind of adjacent.
Water bottle adjacent?
Maybe baby oil adjacent.
How is he able to? Because he's in this, correct? Like he's interviewed in this documentary, correct?
Who?
Diddy.
They're
old clips though, right?
Diddy like hired a filming crew to like film him during the, I guess, right before he got
charged.
Thrown in, yeah, and so
there's nothing of him from jail. Like they don't go to the jail with him.
No,
okay.
But they were able to get this. Netflix was able to get this film after he was charged. So that's what's in it. But yeah, he's not directly interviewed. No.
Documentaries are out of control.
Can you imagine?
ABC already has something on Rob Reiner. I saw it on Hulu today.
Oh,
that's
really?
insane. I don't know how long it is, but yeah.
Can you imagine paying a documentary team and then you get thrown in jail and they just sell it to Netflix? Use all your film.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. You should go watch it.
Memphis, Blue Bloods, Louisville, Diddy. Okay.
Here we go.
Well, Rick Pitino.
Yeah.
Halfway there.
Rick Pitino, yeah.
It'd be a good connection slot.
Rick Pitino's gotten some love lately. Have you seen a video of him chewing his guys out in the locker room? I'll have to find it and send it.
St. John's?
Yeah. Pretty much just telling them like halftime that they're worthless.
Well, they are, Caleb. They're a red team.
It's true. Don't want to play Rick Barnes. It's like a bull.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about this transfer portal. Got some guys headed to the portal. The only really one of note I feel like it's Jake Merklinger because he's a quarterback.
I was gonna say I thought you were gonna say that name because I don't know who else, but it's not really of note. Very much expected.
Yeah, 100%. It does. I don't know if this is just a spin zone, just me kind of thinking about it in my head, but I feel like with what Tennessee has right now currently on the roster, if he is entering the portal, it seems like he was going to get beat out by George McIntyre or Faison Brandon, right?
Well, I feel like we basically penciled this in for the last 6 months anyway. So I mean, I don't know
Sure, but he was
just now determined. But I think in his
a
mind,
backup last year, which was kind of crazy. Everybody like expected because George just looked better.
I mean, I know
we did see him on the field. So does that kind of make you feel better about the quarterback situation? I'm just asking the question.
I think it means George is like obviously the more. I feel like Jake understood that. Yeah, I guess he was behind two guys. I mean, at least behind George, and then just with Faison, didn't want to be a contender for a third spot when he can go start somewhere, and especially with all the QBs in the portal right now, like Lord knows where he can end up landing. So,
yeah, I feel like that's just a conversation that the coaches had with him. That's like, yeah, you were the quote unquote backup this year, but like, that's not where you're going to be in the fall.
Yeah. So what do you guys do? This is a question we got to ask. What do you guys do if you're Josh Heupel at the quarterback position?
Well, that's funny. So we talked about this a little bit last show and like, do you go after a portal guy? And someone commented like, you don't believe in Faison Brandon because of Nico. It's like, no, I don't believe in Faison. It's not that I don't believe in Faison Brandon, number one. Like maybe he comes in and starts, but like look across college football. You just don't see freshman quarterbacks very often at all. It's very rare. Then factor in the SEC, it becomes even more rare. So I would love for Faison Brandon to come in and start and be a baller, but that's just not likely.
Mm-hmm.
Has nothing to do with him. Has nothing to do with Nico. It's everything to do with how his age and the development that it takes in this league.
What freshman quarterback is in the playoff right now? If your goal is getting to the playoff, I think you have to go get somebody because
what freshman quarterback started in the SEC this year? I can't think of a single one.
Yeah, I mean, last year you had Sellers was, I think, a redshirt freshman. You had Lagway that was kind of like somewhat of a starter, like halfway through the season. You had Nico, who's a redshirt freshman. But yeah, this year
it's some redshirts. True, yeah, true freshman.
Yeah, I don't know any.
Yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head.
At least
I think that's why. I think that's a good point to try to spin that to like, well, we don't want to lose Faison Brandon. I'm like, look around. Like, who is like Caleb said, a true freshman starting in the SEC? You just don't see that very often. And if you do, your season probably isn't going well.
Right.
I guess it's like a matter of whether Faison will want to take the realization of you're going to come into his program and not start right away, or you're going to go to a program that you might start and have low to mild expectations with the hope that growth explodes in year two. But I mean, obviously it makes much more sense to go sit behind a system quarterback that's a little bit older on a team that you want to play on the following year, unless you want to start portal hopping. But I mean, also the talent in the portal at quarterback makes me think Josh has to at least be eyeing some of these guys down, just because you don't want to be. It's one of those I'd rather be prepared and not need it than us sitting here, and I'm sure we're going to get to the schedule for next season. I know we touched on it last episode, but like there's some games in there that you're going to need an experienced quarterback to kind of go throttle you to win, especially if it gets a little hairy on the road, like a Texas A&M or even like a Texas at home. Like that's a game that a senior quarterback needs to probably go pull his nuts out in and find a way to win. So I don't know that. And again, look, if Faison ends up being the truth, that's great. But I spoke on it last episode. When was the last time that happened for Tennessee? And not a lot of teams that it does happen for, especially nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, and the whole like Joey thing, it's like you can't wait around for that to be official. Like you got to expect him not to be here.
Yeah. If we waited on the NCAA or any court ruling ever in college, it'll be.
I think you kind of got to move on, and if it happens sooner rather than later, I think you can probably adjust. But right now, I think you got to expect that he's not going to be here, and you just got to go get somebody that you think can win, and you're probably going to overspend to do that.
And I think, and I think it's okay if you don't find someone that you like the fit of to quote unquote settle, because I think you're going to have I think you do have two competent. Obviously, we don't know if Faison Brandon, but like he seems to be it. But then you have George, who at least has a year in the system where he's practiced and he's familiar. So I mean, I think you have options as it is, but yeah, you need to have more. And if you can go get a guy that you feel really good about winning with, Faison Brandon shouldn't make you rethink that decision.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I mean, I know obviously with Knowles being hired, if you look at this season, like quarterback's probably not gonna that's not gonna be your excuse if you go 8-4, 7-5 next year. Like, I think you got some bigger issues to address. And I think there's a couple quarterbacks you could plug in and probably have the same result next year. So I'm kind of with Caleb. Like it might, if you don't find somebody, great. I think you're still in a decent position, but you definitely, I would assume, are at least scouting out again some of these insanely talented portal quarterbacks and seeing if it's a scheme that they would fit or if it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, and then like if you do kind of go after one of those big time names in a Sorsby or a Levitt or somebody like that, you got to land them too. Like that's part of it. You go and strike out on two of them. Yeah, maybe you are kind of like, hey, do we just kind of take a guy to like just come compete in the room and see what happens? Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. I think it's a hard decision to kind of go into because there's so many moving pieces to it. There's the Joey thing. There's two guys you have currently. There's like, hey, you have to like go outspend and recruit and try to get somebody. Because last year, I think it is about fit, but also like last year you kind of just settled and it was okay.
You made it work.
Yeah.
That's why I think the quarterback plays is tier one.
Yeah. I think Tennessee has a lot bigger issues than quarterback right now, which is not good. Like if quarterback's an issue, you don't want there to be others, but they just have a lot of needs to address. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's the biggest need in terms of. I think Tennessee, like right now, like they're not going to be in the college football playoff. And a great quarterback would only shift that so much. I think, because I mean, if you had Dylan Sampson, a guy that or a solid defense, yeah, that would flip it on its head, but you don't have that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's actually a good point. Like, would you rather, I mean, obviously it depends on the quarterback, but would you rather spend the money on a quarterback that's going to be paid to still not make the playoffs, or go get a younger safety that at least you're investing in, maybe catching the playoffs in 2 years instead of just throwing that money, especially if you already have competent quarterbacks in the QB room.
Well, for what quarterbacks are going for, I mean, what did Carson Beck make? $4 million for 1 year?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're spending that kind of money, you can go get a linebacker, safety, edge, defensive lineman, all for that. So, yeah, I definitely think if you're kind of doing a cost-benefit analysis, you're looking at like, hey, let's go fix our defense first.
Big corporate word. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's marketing, man.
Big CBA guy.
Don't want to change the topic too much. I've just been alerted that the Ohio football coach, did y'all see why he got fired?
He was drinking on the job?
No. He was having an affair that he admitted to with hold on. Don't want to say this incorrectly. He was having an affair with a student on campus at the Ohio University Inn.
Jeez.
They party.
Dang, did they see the Michigan stuff and be like, I'm coming clean?
Yeah, let's get ahead of it.
He got put on leave like after the last game, like indefinitely, I think, or maybe even earlier than that. And everyone was like, what is going on? This is very weird. And then this all came out this week.
Definitely watching the Sharon Moore news, shitting his pants, just saying, let's get ahead of this one. OU,
Sure.
wow.
Yeah. Go Wildcats.
It is crazy that Ohio tried to up on Michigan. That's kind of insane. Some
You
kind of
think that-
rivalry that is.
You think that was their goal?
Maybe. Yeah. I wonder how this affects Ohio State in the playoff.
I think it should.
Yeah.
I think there should be death penalty.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
You know Ryan Day is doing some weird stuff like that too.
Oh yeah, if you have a nipple ring, you're.
I say you got pierced nipples. You're not just casually floating around in athletics offices. Just
Were any of you guys surprised about any of the Tennessee players that have opted out and heading to the NFL draft?
I think Arion announcing early. I honestly didn't look that much into it. I don't know if there's more validation behind that, but I think that's the only one I can think off the top of my head that stuck out.
It was kind of weird to me with him dealing with so many injuries that, like, I mean, I guess you're kind of betting on yourself if you kind of go into that last year, but I thought he was a good linebacker. I think I don't know if another year helps his stock a ton, but I definitely don't think it hurts really, right? Like, I don't know where his grade is, but it's not high.
Yeah, it is weird. But how many times have we seen Tennessee players, like especially linebackers, and thus end up working out pretty well even with the lower draft stock?
And maybe it's one of the things you see a higher ceiling in some of your other players, so maybe that is a off-season or after the season meeting, and you're just like, hey, this is what we think, this is what we want. Maybe it's best for you to go ahead and head to the draft. I don't know.
You think Tennessee said it might be best for him to head to the draft?
I'm just putting that out there. I don't know that. I think they would like him back, but also they like what's in that linebacking room.
I would be real shocked if Tennessee told him to move on.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he just must he must have. Obviously, there's no draft grades aren't coming out right now, but his agent probably talking with scouts. They probably feel comfortable with where they're at. Is my guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I just is that one that we're talking about after the draft. You're like, if he goes undrafted, you're like, man, probably should have came back. I feel like that's a possibility with him.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was gone unless he got bad draft analysis. So that makes I don't know. That's all my own bias at play there.
Yeah, and we'll see if Tennessee. We'll see how big of a loss they think that is. Like, do they go get a linebacker out of the portal? And you have Harmon, you have Spillman, T-Lander's still on the roster, and then you have Jaden Perlotti. So interested to see if they go. Jordan Burns, I think, is on there as well. So we'll see if they – and then you have two really good guys coming in, Braden Rouse and TJ White. Do they like what they have at the youth, or do they kind of maybe add somebody in that room to help out? Also, I think Joshua Josephs is probably going to, at some point, opt out and head to the draft. Colton Hood, probably the same thing. I would just be shocked if they play in the Music City Bowl.
Yeah.
I think guys that are
disappointing because that's a prominent bowl. So
how do we end up with that draw? Like, I know it does. Like at the end of the day, they're not really concerned with it when they're slotting them out or whatever. But like, God, dude, that's just such a. I get it. Like, go not lose to Vandy, and you might have a better bowl. But like, God,
I think when you look at totem pole, like you have Missouri that's going somewhere, Texas, and Vanderbilt. Like you were just left out of Florida, and it was either that or the Mayo Bowl. But then the Mayo Bowl is after the 1st of January, so you don't want to play in that one.
Yeah, but the Mayo Bowl is sick.
Well, Josh, I don't know how big of a mayonnaise guy is.
Come on, pretty big Mayo guy.
He is from parts of the country, and then also looks the part of someone who would love mayonnaise. Speculating that I don't know anything for sure.
I'm not shaming mayonnaise lovers. Mayonnaise is
no.
top 3 condiment. Top 3, easy.
Do your top 5.
Dare I say top 2, top 5? I don't even think I have 5 slotted. Let's go. Hot sauce 1, easy.
Any specific brand?
No. Texas Pete is like just your run of the mill because I think it's a good balance. I can get way too into this. It's a good balance between buffalo sauce and hot sauce. You get into like Cholula, and then you're starting to get a little bit more into the hot saucy side, but sometimes you got to mellow it out with like a buffalo sauce. So clearly a lot there. That's why it's always 1-1. Yeah, mayo's number 2. That's just. I mean, are we counting like honey mustard as a condiment, or is that like a dipping sauce?
That would. I think that'd be a condiment. You put it on sandwiches.
Where's that line? Buffalo sauce, or barbecue sauce?
Condiment.
Okay. I'd have to reassess, probably get a full-fledged ranking, but yeah, hot sauce, barbecue sauce, mayo, mustard. Ketchup's pretty versatile, so it's probably got to be 5. Maybe flops ketchup and mustard, even though mustard on a hot dog over ketchup.
No thoughts on like a vinaigrette? Not in there?
It's just not going to bump up as top 5 for me. Obviously,
no ranch, I noticed.
I just feel like we're getting into sauce. Like sauce is different from condiments, I feel like.
Condiment should be able to make it like it should be able to be in the pump things at like a concession for something.
Yeah, like
I don't have to worry about refrigerating my condiments.
But I feel like everyone that I've laid out, it could be it's versatile. It could be a condiment. It could definitely be a condiment. Not all condiments can be dipping sauces. Not all dipping sauces can be.
I just feel like if it's in a packet, I feel like that's a condiment.
Mayo, yeah. There's everything we've named can come in packets.
Viscosity then, because you can dip in it versus where you'd have to like drizzle it on like Chick-fil-A sauce, dipping sauce or condiment.
I feel like that's a dipping sauce.
Chick-fil-A sauce is a dipping sauce.
But if I got the same container of barbecue sauce, is that now a condiment?
But that's where it's versatile. It can be both.
Yeah. So that's why.
You ever had a honey mustard chicken wrap? I would define that honey mustard as a condiment.
I would too, until I'm dipping chicken nuggets in, and then I'm like, this feels.
But then you look at the base of honey mustard, mayo.
This all comes back to mayo. That's why it's
I agree with you.
Honey mustard. Wait, the base of honey mustard isn't mustard?
I think most of it is mayo.
Fact check that. That seems crazy. There's I've seen it can't be for a lot.
It's got to be a mayo base. I mean, like,
it's way too thin to have.
It's like ranch.
For
ranch
a lot
is
of it.
Definitely a mayo base.
Ranch is, yes, you're right about ranch. Those are 2 very different condiments, though. Let me just get a quick recipe.
AI overview is telling me it's just honey and mustard. But
I was going to say, I don't see mayo being in honey mustard. You're thinking of Chick-fil-A sauce, Landon.
Okay.
Water and mustard, and then
now here's another testy one. I think Zach's sauce more versatile than a lot of people think.
Versatile, but so mid. Same with cane sauce.
Most creamy honey mustard sauces dressing use mayonnaise as a base.
Huh?
Creamy. I don't think.
Well, Chick-fil-A's isn't, but like McDonald's is pretty creamy. If it's got like a lighter,
and hot take, don't love theirs.
Bojangles honey mustard's gas. That's definitely mayo base.
We're going to do an entire show of ranking fast food condiments. So we're going restaurant by restaurant in order.
Burger King's barbecue sauce is supreme. Probably the best fast food barbecue sauce.
I don't remember the last time I've eaten a Burger King. I kind of like
me too. I love
McDonald's sweet and sour sauce is probably top 3 out of all the fast food. It's crazy. I don't know
if you'd asked like 8-year-old me, I would have been all in on that.
It's just severely a chicken nugget situation. Maybe fries. You're not dipping.
No, I don't think it's good in fries.
Chick-fil-A sauce 1-1. I don't think is that an argument? Is that an argument?
Yeah, I think it's an argument.
No, I think you're right, Joey.
I mean, it clears. That's the only thing that people are. I mean, are you buying like a Wendy's
hard to beat
honey mustard sauce by the bottle?
I mean, that and Zach sauce is like
you. I mean, people probably would.
I mean, it's fair.
The only thing I buy by the bottle is Freddy's fry sauce.
I don't think I've had that.
Definitely mayo base.
Yeah. Oh, probably just all mayo with like
So much
orange
eggs.
dye in it.
Some like horseradish sauce.
And isn't mayo itself mainly like eggs and
I
what
don't
else?
know.
It's probably like eggs and
Eggs and
milk.
water and cream.
and like
Eggs and milk. That's probably what it is.
Heavy whipping cream.
yeah, sour cream. I mean, that's how you make ranch. It's ranch sauce and sour cream or ranch patty.
Mayo-
No,
oil.
you get no. The sour cream based ranch is garbage. You got to go mayo.
So mayo is just oil, egg yolk, and either vinegar or lemon juice.
It's delicious. All right, who are some wants
No wonder I'm so sick all the time.
at the?
I'm just
at the-
consuming dairy at such a high rate.
Oh yeah, we're all lactose intolerant. I don't know. I have to take a pill now to eat ice cream. It's insane. That's how old I am. Who do you want in the transfer portal? Who are some guys that we've like? Yes, sign me up.
What's that Penn State guy there? Is it their cornerback or linebacker? I didn't even, again, mid-run.
Their edge rusher. That's Chaz Coleman.
Cool. Get him.
Yeah, he when he was recruited, he actually got recruited by Jim Knowles at Ohio State. He's an Ohio guy. Ended up going to Penn State, and Jim Knowles coached him there. So I think that connection is definitely out there. We'll see if Tennessee is willing to pay.
I would say that, and then whatever safeties are
Yeah, just all the above safeties.
all four limbs and have ever don't even have had played football. I don't need to see a snap. I just
Anytime like Hayes Fawcett like puts somebody that's entering the portal, I look at like how many picks that they have. If they have one, I'm like, yes. They've had one interception. I don't care when that was. I'm in. Ball skills.
exponentially more than what we've got. So
Ball skills. Also, I like Brennan Sorsby. I like that. I like his game. I like that he runs the football well. I think that plays in this offense.
How realistic is it? Like, what do you think?
I mean, you have the connection there that his family lives in Knoxville. His girlfriend.
What's that story? Like, what?
I think it's his sister and brother-in-law. His brother-in-law coaches at Grace.
Okay.
And then his parents moved here. So,
Okay.
but he's from Texas originally. So, and I think his girlfriend committed to Texas Tech for volleyball, I think. So,
Oh, was she the one that was? Did y'all see that picture of the Texas Tech coach? Crazy hand placement. Google it real quick. Kids, don't Google it.
well, she
Adults
just
Google
committed. So I don't think
It might be her getting her
what am I looking up? Texas
Hand.
Tech volleyball.
volleyball coach Twitter.
Now,
The
can I
hand
flip this
placements.
around and show the.
Wild. Yeah, we can show it on here. Kids, close your eyes.
I mean, it didn't come up in images right away.
That's all right. Hold on a second.
It might be a flagrant on you. You might be overlooking it.
I promise I'm not.
Texas Tech volleyball. I mean, I don't know how much on my work phone. I don't know how much more I want to.
It's not that bad. It's just it's a coach and an athlete and tough hand placement. Let me find it.
Yeah, I'll let you find that one. I've heard Sorsby is, and I quote, a douche. Oh, well, she's tall.
Do
But
you
no,
see where that hand is?
Yeah, it's not great.
It's
Investigate.
unmistakably on her ass.
That's a coach.
Yes. If it's her dad, that might be weirder.
Yeah, it might be worse actually.
Could he have dressed up any less for the occasion?
He's got a
Jeans and
cowboy
tennis
hat
shoes
on,
with
okay?
cow-
And that's his
with
not. That's his
jeans
going
and
to
tennis
dinner
shoes
cowboy
on.
hat.
God, we've got to toss that culture, the jeans and tennis shoes. I know Caleb was rocking in that picture from 3 years ago.
Those weren't tennis shoes.
They looked like Asics. I didn't have them up. I don't
they're
know.
not.
What were they?
I mean, they are like those like hybrid like dress shoes, but like have the tennis shoes sole.
Okay.
They are those.
Well,
They're the what I would call the office quarters attire.
Okay.
You spoke Joey's language.
He
He's
knows
like, I know
exactly what I'm
exactly what
talking
you're
about.
I'd have to go back and look at it, but you know what? At the game.
He's like, "Yep,
Yeah, it's like,
Cloud's
they're
got
like
it."
brown. They're closer to tennis shoe material than dress shoe material, but yeah, they're like a hybrid.
That's fair. No, I mean, it's
You don't like
Okay.
boot cut jeans and tennis shoes?
I was about to say there is a difference between like straight fit jeans and boot cut jeans.
Oh
and
yeah,
wearing
yeah.
shoes.
If you're gonna wear casual jeans that look good with a shoe, and I can actually see the shoe, it's when your jeans are swallowing your shoe, and I can basically see the side of it with your long ass shoelaces.
You're talking about dads who look forward to mowing the lawn on Saturday morning.
No, that's a great
and
look.
going to Home Depot and if they have time, Bed Bath and Beyond.
I aspire to be. Maybe not. I'll skip Bed Bath and Beyond, but I'll be a Lowe's dad in no time.
Monty mentioned the Old Dominion quarterback. That's Colton.
Yeah, go
Joseph.
Monarchs.
I don't know. I see interceptions. I'm like, I think I'm out. 10 interceptions at Old Dominion, not my favorite.
To be fair,
how many were on his tight end is what I want to know.
Yeah, that, and then you have Garrett Nussmeier who threw 12 last year, and everyone's like Heisman, like he's playing in a different league.
Okay, let's do this scenario. What if Tennessee went all in on DJ Lagway? For me, I think I've kind of convinced myself that I'd be like, why are we doing this? But I'm kind of intrigued. I'm not gonna like put that out there, but I'm kind of like,
I could convince myself that it's an awesome get.
Yeah, 100%
for sure.
How much are you paying for him though? Because it goes back to our problem.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of money.
Storyline's great, and also I think Tennessee could turn Lagway into a dog, but
I'll say this: I mean, he doesn't have Braylon Staley and Mike Matthews at Florida, so that's got to help the interceptions a little bit.
I mean,
his offensive line was terrible too. I think this is a good setup for a quarterback. I think there is, the money's going to be one thing, but the whole Nico thing was like, they didn't have anybody around me. Tennessee's got plenty around a quarterback. They got basically their whole offensive line coming back. They got two really good receivers. I think you have a good class coming in. You have Tristan Keys. Obviously, you have Deshaun Bishop. I think there's plenty tight ends. You have plenty to like in this offense if you're a quarterback in the portal.
So then do you think it's more fitting for like a dual threat or just let's go back to another gunslinger and just let them air it out?
I don't know. I know it's because your defense, but you went 8-4. I think if you're going to spend money on a portal quarterback, you just go get a really good one.
Yeah, I agree. If we're going to do it, I don't want it to be a questionable. I don't want to be.
You don't want to half-ass it.
If you're going to do it, commit to it, own it. Don't be like, well, if he doesn't work out, we've still got. No. If you're going to go do it, I want that. I want you to want that to be your guy. Don't be like he could be in the quarterback race.
Like DJ Lagway is kind of like a high risk, high reward, which I don't think you would have done last year. Like you don't take somebody, which you kind of just fell into Joey, but you kind of had to have a decent quarterback. Like something had to work there. This year with George and Faison, there's plenty of talent. Like if it doesn't work, it's okay. We got two guys that can make something happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Should Tennessee put a graphic out for everyone they re-sign like USC? Have y'all seen this?
Come on. Come on. Surely no Tennessee fan thinks that should happen. So I've seen them.
The official account. It's one thing about the Vol Club doing it, but good God. I don't know. That's just kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. That's not fun. We're no longer having fun in college football. I'll tell you that. You having fun? Landon's having a great time at Food City Center on a Tuesday night.
One guy I forgot to mention. We're going back to safety. DJ Burks from Maryville entered the portal. He is at Appalachian State. He had 2 interceptions this year, 65 tackles. He had 58 tackles the year before. I'm kind of in.
Yeah.
Good coaching, winning program at Maryville. At App State, it worked with Joey. I think this is a.
You had to bring up the coaching at Maryville this week of all weeks.
Yeah, I'm like those guys on the range yesterday, just fighting about like.
I mean, my Rebels are hurting over here, Landon. We're bleeding dry with. You've got $1 million offers to George Quarles to come back to East Tennessee. Then our coach leaves.
Someone fill me in. Fill me in real quick. Give me a little 30-second.
Maryville High School's head coach Derek Hunt resigned a few days before he resigned. Spending more time with his family man, good guy.
Oh.
A few days before he resigned, legend George Quarles, who left Maryville after winning probably 10 or 11 state championships, Landon?
Quite a bit, yeah.
He left Maryville to coach at Furman, went from Furman to ETSU to Austin P. Webb gave him a bag to come back and coach at Webb just like 2 days before Derek Hunt resigned. So,
so kind of like,
just
man,
not a great week, you know?
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm caught up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, DJ Burks in the portal. Go get him. Let's look at the schedule. I know like last show we were talking about how I think it was during the show when it got like put out, but after we've kind of looked at it, what do we kind of think about it? Love it, hate it?
I've unfortunately talked myself into 10-2, which is crazy because last week I was at 7. It's pretty impressive that I do this every season, and the outcome is just entirely indifferent from what my preconceived notions are about the season. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I've talked myself into a 6-0 start, and then you just run off that heat with Bama, and maybe even if you lose, you bounce back. I know I don't want to get too far ahead of it, but first true test is Texas A&M in mid-November. There we go. You're a one-loss team then.
We'll be there.
I love that, Joey. You're talking me into it. I give in to peer pressure very easily, so I'm all in on this. It is interesting that there's no like bye game in the middle of this. It goes non-conference and then it's SEC the rest of the way. It's just gonna be different. And I know like when they put out the teams, I was like, man, this schedule is gonna be a gauntlet. And now when it's laid out, it's tough. Yeah. But I don't think it's any tougher or easier than really anybody else. You don't have back-to-back road games, but I think that's a huge win. You kind of have that bye week slammed in the middle of SEC play. I mean, there's just not like a murderer's row, I don't think, in it either.
I also think like the early season tests or even leading up to Texas and Auburn, like I think you get enough out of that and then a little bit of a gap with like Alabama at home to get you a spark for the second half of that season. Like if you can go, I mean, obviously Auburn's kind of a toss-up. Texas is just going to be, I mean, those are going to be both tough games, but like if you can get over the hump at least with Texas, or maybe if you lose to Texas and beat Auburn at home, I think that carries you through Arkansas. You get Bama back at home, and if you can win that one, now you've got all that energy going into College Station, bringing LSU back here. I know at Vanderbilt, I don't think that's going to be that hard. If we lose to Vanderbilt 2 years in a row, it's just
give it up, burn it down.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't have it.
I think 10-2 is out the window if you lose to Vanderbilt. Yeah, I think the big thing in this, win your home games. You win your home games, you should be fine. Also, I think it does make that Georgia Tech game pretty huge to be the second game of the season. I know you can still get in the playoff with a loss to an ACC team. We've seen that with Alabama, but we know if it's up to a committee and it's between the two, Alabama's getting that nod every single time. So I would like to go beat Georgia Tech. And what's that quarterback situation? What's the quarterback situation look at a lot of these places? I mean, we can sit here and try to predict all day long, but most of these have who has a new coach LSU has a new coach. Kentucky has a new coach. Arkansas has a new coach. Auburn has a new coach. Yeah. I mean, and most of those will have new quarterbacks. I think Ty Simpson, Marcel Reed, Arch Manning, that will be the only three that won't have the same quarterback, I think.
Is Arch staying? Is that? I mean, I would assume so, but there was so much talk around it. I didn't know.
I think there was. I think
Yeah.
his dad came out and said he was, right?
Oh, okay. His dad's
something
of
like
course.
that.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see kind of how this plays out. But like I said a second ago, it kind of laying itself out. I kind of like it.
It could have been arranged a lot worse.
Yeah, 100%.
It could have been the gauntlet got spread out pretty wealthfully for Tennessee. Like your team's either going to be ready or not. I don't think this is a schedule. I don't think the schedule is going to hinder it too much. Like I don't think you could have really shifted things around to kind of give you an easier warm up / harder challenges that are going to kind of prepare you, because you're going to have a quarterback that hasn't, like you're having a non-returning quarterback regardless.
Yeah, what about 3 former Tennessee coaches on this schedule?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So Kiffin, obviously.
Are you counting both for Auburn?
No, Alex Golish, and then you have Jerry Mack at Kennesaw State.
Forgot about Kennesaw State. Yeah. Little homecoming game.
Is that going to be homecoming?
No. His homecoming.
Oh, okay.
Jerry Mack is coming home.
Okay.
But homecoming will be LSU, I guess.
I mean, they should probably, I mean, all the festivities they do, it'd be hard to have it on a big game. So I don't know.
It has to. I mean, there's no game Kentucky, I guess, but that's 11-7's too early, right? I feel like it's always like, 11-21's a little. It should be that like 11-14, but that's away. Man, I feel like I guess it could be Kentucky, but that feels a little early. But LSU feels a little too big and a little too late.
Yeah.
That's exciting though. I'm glad it's you're gonna at least be getting up for that game a little bit more than your typical.
Yeah, and all those games are at home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's a good setup.
Monty mentioned Craig Bell hired by Elander. Yes, Craig Bell is hired as the director of program development, so he kind of got that off the field role that Josh Reynolds had when he got promoted to the pitching coach. He takes over. He spent, I think, 15 years at Florida, and then the last, I think, 3, he was with the San Diego Padres. So it was with some MLB teams, and then went to Florida for 15 years, and then spent some time back in the majors. And now he is taking over director of program development at Tennessee. I think he's more of like a scouting guy, which I think a lot of that was on he went to Pitt. What was his name? Can't think of it. Anyway, he was kind of the scouting guy for Tennessee. So I think it's good having a guy with SEC experience. Obviously, he got Florida to one of those top programs and had some really good players like Jack Caglione and others. So, yeah, I like this hire. I think Elander's done well with the guys he's put on staff. And, man, I think there's a lot of turnover. But, man, if you can just keep it together and win this season, I think a lot of recruiting and everything else kind of falls into place. You've kind of like answered a lot of the questions. Yeah, we're here to stay if you're able to keep it rolling this year.
Yeah. So we're excited for this season officially? Like, we're trying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you've landed a ton of guys in the portal. I think your pitching is going to be good. Interested to see how the rotation and the bullpen works, but I think you have plenty of arms.
How quickly are you going to turn? What's your first loss that you'll overreact to? Maybe not you necessarily, but everyone.
Midweek game, I'm going to be like, oh, no, I'm just kidding. I think baseball is definitely more of a long game than. I mean, you've seen it with some of these teams. Like they've started SEC play hot, and then they've cooled off, or they've been terrible, and they end up making it to Omaha. So, I think there's plenty of baseball. SEC play is just a gauntlet. You got to stay healthy. And I think a lot of pieces have to fall into place. You have to hit on the portal, but you also have to develop guys at different positions. I think it's going to be a new team, but you have Levi Clark, you have Reese Chapman back, Jay Abernathy, and you have your dudes in the portal like a Henry Ford and Blaine Brown, Landon Mack, Evan Blanco. So I think there's plenty to like at this team, but got to make it happen.
Yeah.
You got to be sold a little bit more.
Do what?
You have to be sold a little bit more. Are you not fired up for it?
I'm excited. It's obviously, I mean, just nervous with it being first go of it for E. I'm really interested to see how it all shakes out. I'm not like down in the dumps about it. I won't overreact to an early loss, but I know many fans will, and it'll be fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of nerve-wracking. I think it's more so of losing Tony is one thing, but losing Frank too, I think it just makes it more difficult to kind of replicate what you've done, because those two like had such a big impact and everything. But I don't know. These are your guys, so you got to make it work.
Absolutely.
And I think he's hired good enough people around him to help him like get to that point. Like Jerome, I think is how you say that. The other guy from Florida, the assistant head coach, and then Craig Bell. Obviously, they promoted Josh Reynolds. So, yeah, ton of SEC experience, and we'll see.
Yeah. Let's run it back.
Run it back.
Just let's go.
Let's just go win the whole thing. I mean, you just go win the whole thing, and everybody's like, Tony who? Which I saw that video of him coming back as Santa, and I'm like, man, did you have to?
That gig must have paid good. What was that at?
I don't know
what's
going on.
It was a Christmas party that I know. Like,
yeah, for who? Like, do you know what company?
I don't know. I know like some of the WBR ladies were there. I don't. Like I know the whole team was there. I saw it on Instagram. So I don't know if that was like corporate situation or wealthy gathering of friends or.
Yeah, it must have paid good. I know that.
That's what I thought. I also thought it was like Mormon wives or something. Like,
there were a lot of women there.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just like, do you have to?
It's a scene. Are we gonna inimize him, or is he gonna be like just a?
Are we gonna what to him?
Like enemy is has a proper verbiage. Like are we gonna just settle on the role? Like Tennessee's fan base doesn't usually part well, even if it's peaceful at first initial reaction.
I was
like I could see into you
no until Frank left, and I'm not there, but I could get there.
I could see in like 2 years. It's especially if we do well. And there really is also obviously
if we do well, I don't think it's a big deal. I think if we don't do well, I think that's when it gets like,
yeah, well, that's true.
Damn you.
I don't know. I can see it. I won't be leading the front, but I'll shout from the back.
Whoa.
I like it.
What was your favorite Christmas present growing up?
It was a random switch, but I've done worse.
The year we got an Xbox was pretty sick.
Oh, dude, getting a console was crazy.
My most vivid memory though, of gift from Santa was my parents would always our gift from Santa was set it wasn't wrapped. So if it was
set a bow or something on it.
No, it was set up ready for us to play immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, ready to go. So you remember those old there's really nothing to do. I guess you could set up the track differently, but then it was essentially a remote controlled car, but it was just stop and go. They just zoom around those tracks.
Oh yeah.
The year we got those tracks was an awesome Christmas.
Okay. I'm sure there was many of fights over that.
I think it was mine. I know it. I played with it a lot. I was young. I was really little.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think my first. I think I was a PlayStation kid my whole life, and then all my friends had Xbox, so I got this would have been the last. It would have been the PS4 Madden 25 combo, the one with Richard Sherman on the front. I feel like that was just peak 2016 Instagram, but you put the cover on Instagram once the picture was on Instagram, and it was way over yellowed.
How old are you, Joey?
I know it's
14.
Joey. My first Xbox was the OG Xbox.
Well, yeah, okay. I'm just saying.
It's just crazy. You don't feel that much younger than us. Yeah.
Hey, well, my childhood was. I'm sorry, it was a little bit more recent.
I love.
Also, you gotta remember how far back
we were seniors in college.
Hold on,
it's crazy. I used to, dude. I thought it was awesome that I had a Sega Genesis, just because we were poor. But
the PS4 came out in 2013. I understand that was still but that was almost 13 years ago. That's a while. Okay, can you cut me a little bit of credit?
I guess I have had a PS4 for quite a bit until
it's been a while. So I'm saying, it had just come out.
Yeah,
or might have been the Madden game before that.
Mm.
It was that combo. I got a pogo stick one year, and that was sick.
Dude, when we got a trampoline.
Was it wrapped?
They had it set up in the backyard. We opened up it was wrapped up, but we opened it. It was just a picture of the box that had a trampoline on it. And they're it's in the backyard.
Dude, was it cold?
Having a trampoline as a middle schooler is a must.
Did they have the net up?
No net. No, that's crazy. That's way too expensive. we were not buying no net for that. And it's kind of harder to put. You got to put the basketball goal next to it so you can dunk. It's kind of hard to dunk when you have the net around it, I feel like.
Yeah. No, spot on.
So playing basketball, playing smear or tackle the kid with a football, just elite stuff.
Yeah, trampoline. That's top three for sure. I never got one for Christmas, I don't think, but we had one, and it was peak childhood experience. Built into a hill too, which resulted in many injuries. But
yeah. I always wanted one. I never owned one as a kid, which is probably good. I found plenty of other ways to get injured.
True. Also, when a friend has a trampoline, somehow a friend's trampoline is always way better than your own.
Yeah, a friend having a trampoline was a pool.
Yeah.
Pool now. It's
above ground or in ground?
Well, above ground is
elite.
You're pretty friggin' rich if you got a above ground pool.
Oh.
All right, who are we picking in these playoffs? Last thing before we get out of here.
I'm still going Oklahoma all the way. Weird.
Okay. What about just the underwhelming first round? Do we even care?
I think
the two matchups that are just they're not going to be close.
Friday will be a good game.
And then there's three of them that have already played this season, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's probably underwhelming for that reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Lane Kiffin will make the Tulane Ole Miss one interesting because him and Summerall are going to suck each other off the rest of the week. Apparently, John Summerall made a joke that he asked Lane Kiffin if he wanted to be in their coach's box. I was like, it probably wasn't a joke. He probably will be there.
Yeah, I was excited about it until I looked at the lines and I was like, Alabama, Oklahoma, I don't think either of those teams are like really good. And then Texas, A&M, and Miami. I think Texas A&M wins that game. I don't think Miami is that great.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other two games, I'm like, what are we doing? Maybe one of them wins, and we're talking differently.
I want that. I want it to happen.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
I have nothing.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to all.
Merry Christmas. Yeah.
It's all a good night.
Will we be?
I guess Sunday.
We'll have another show before Christmas.
Yeah. But
all right, guys.
Regardless, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Thank y'all for listening. Go check our good friends at hoviedrygoods.com. Caleb's got that Hovie Dry Goods hat on right now.
Beautiful.
Go check them out. Use promo code MORE, 15% off that first purchase.
Do you want me to show all of them that came in?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, please.
Do you want? I mean, I don't have to. You want me to?
That's a sick colorway, like green and blue.
Thank you. I'm a fan of this one. Here, let me grab these other ones.
Tulane.
Ballsy too.
Tulane.
That's ballsy.
Yeah, Monty said you're stupid. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we're fighting.
Our number one guy in the chat is calling.
Did I hear a little roll wave in there?
Yeah.
As I was getting up, I did get the CFC one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like that. I'm not a big soccer guy.
Go Bucks.
Okay.
Little corduroy action. I didn't know it was corduroy, but it's fine. And then,
come on,
I love this one.
Yeah, I need me one of them,
dude. You just get ready. I'm gonna be chucking chairs. This looks like a more wall. I'm gonna be chucking chairs off of a rooftop bar pretty soon. Me and Jelly Roll are gonna collab.
Yeah, Jelly Roll. He's got to change his name.
Like Fat Perez.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fat.
Thank y'all for listening. Go check out Hovie. Use promo code MORE, 15% off that first purchase. We'll see you back on Sunday, and we're bringing the boat in, and we out.